how to receive. He placed new life beneath my heart, a quiet gift from above. Before I knew what he was doing, he was teaching me love. Not all at once, not like thunder, but softly day by day, through little hands and little voices, he was showing me the way. First came love, then came joy, then came rose to help me rise. 3 small hearts, 3 holy gifts, 3 lights in my life. God knew what I needed when I could not understand. He healed me through the children he placed inside my hands. I did not know I was changing. I did not see my soul grow, but heaven moved so gently in ways I did not know. Through every smile, through every tear, through every call of mother, God was lifting me higher, one season after another. First came love, then came joy, then came rose to help me rise. 3 small hearts, 3 holy gifts, 3 lights in my life. God knew what I needed when I could not understand. He healed me through the children he placed inside my hands. Sometimes love comes as a baby, sometimes joy comes later on, sometimes rose blooms after waiting, and the soul learns to be strong. I was broken but not forgotten, I was wounded but still held. God was writing mercy in the story I could not tell. First came love, then came joy, then came rose to help me rise. 3 small hearts, 3 holy gifts, 3 prayers beneath the sky. God knew what I needed before I ever knew. He healed me through my children and made my heart brand new. Not all at once, not like thunder, but softly more and more. Through love, through joy, through rose, my soul learned how to soar.
Take care for what you pray. Oh, would that I could sing like Doc Watson and have the smell of a dog. The paradox of fulfilled desire. Take care for what you pray. The aphorism, take care for what you pray, serves as a perennial warning against the myopia of human longing. It suggests that our desires, once granted, rarely arrive in isolation. They bring with them a constellation of consequences, responsibilities, and sensory shifts that the wisher is often ill-equipped to handle at its core. The phrase highlights the double-edged nature of transcendence, where the acquisition of an extraordinary gift may simultaneously dismantle the equilibrium of a standard life. The way to mastery,
Singing like Doc Watson.
to wish to sing like Doc Watson, is to aspire to a specific kind of American excellence. A blend of flat-picking virtuosity, soulful baritone resonance, and a profound connection to folk traditions on the surface. This prayer is for the possession of beauty and the ability to move others. However, the aphorism reminds us to look beneath the aesthetic surface.
To possess the voice of Doc Watson is to inherit the sensitivity required to produce it. Such mastery often comes from a place of deep labor, or in Watson's case, a life navigated through the darkness of blindness, where sound became his primary landscape. To have the gift is to also carry the weight of its demands.
The public expectation, the vulnerability of artistic expression, and the potential isolation of being a vessel for a talent that exceeds the common experience.
The prayer for talent is, in effect, a prayer for a transformation of the self that may leave the original person behind.
The nuance of the aphorism becomes even more visceral when considering the desire for the smell of a dog. Specifically, the dog's hyperacute olfactory capability to a human. The idea of super smelling sounds like a profound expansion of consciousness, a way to perceive the hidden chemical narratives of the world. Yet, in the context of the modern world, this gift would likely manifest as a relentless sensory assault.
A dog's sense of smell is estimated to be 10,000 to 100,000 times more acute than a human in a pristine forest. This might be a divine revelation. In the modern city, it would be an agonizing nightmare. The blessing would force the recipient to endure the overwhelming stench of industrial chemicals, rotting waste, and the pheromonal anxieties of every passing stranger.
What began as a prayer for heightened perception ends as a sentence to perpetual overstimulation. This illustrates the central irony of the aphorism. We pray for more life, forgetting that our biological limitations are often the very filters that make life bearable. Philosophical implications. Limitation versus transcendence.
These examples point toward a broader philosophical tension between human limitation
And the desire for transcendence.
Human beings are tuned to a specific frequency of existence.
Our sight, hearing, and talents are calibrated to a reality we can navigate. When we pray for extraordinary abilities, be they artistic or sensory, we are essentially asking to be retuned to a frequency that may be incompatible with our environment.
The desire to transcend our boundaries is a hallmark of the human spirit.
Yet the aphorism,
Take care for what you pray,
suggests that wisdom lies in recognizing the utility of our deficits. Our inability to smell everything, see everything, or perform perfectly protects us from the white noise of a universe that is far larger and more chaotic than we can process.
Transcendence
Without the necessary evolution of the soul or the body to house it,
becomes a burden.
the balance of aspiration.
In conclusion,
Take care for what you pray,
it's not a counsel against ambition,
but a plea for self-awareness. It asks the individual to consider if they are truly prepared for the reality of their desires.
whether it is the soulful burden of a master musician or the overwhelming clarity of a canine's nose.
As every gift demands a sacrifice of the previous status quo.
True wisdom lies in the balance between our aspirations and the reality of our existence.
By understanding that every gain in ability often comes with the loss,
Of simplicity or protection,
we can approach our prayers.
with the sense of humility.
We must recognize that the constraints of being human are not just walls, they are the very structures that allow us to experience the world without being consumed by it.
feeling empty after all. True achievement comes when we live with God's design. Seek His kingdom first, and eternal treasures we'll find. Let this mind be in you, the mindset of Christ. Choose the better part, let His word be your life. Align your heart with heaven, set priorities true. Significance begins when God's kingdom shapes you. Beyond success, we rise to give a life of love, the way to live. Adding value, serving each day. Faith and purpose guide our way. Legacy flows when Christ we embrace. Significance shines through His grace. Love one another as Jesus has shown. Invest in people, don't walk alone. Plant seeds of kindness, live with intent. Transformation comes when our hearts are bent. Without faith, it's impossible to please the Lord. Anchor your life in His truth and word. Entrust to others, let disciples grow. Significance lasts when His love we show. Success ends with you, but significance flows through you. Legacy is not what you leave for people, but what you leave in people. Beyond success, we rise to give a life of love, the way to live. Oh, beyond success, we rise to give a life of love, the way to live. Adding value, serving each day. Faith and purpose guide our way. Legacy blows when Christ we embrace. Shines through His grace. Seek first His kingdom, His righteousness true. Under His promise, all blessings pursue. Words of the Savior guiding our days. All things are added in marvelous ways.
Never rely on your wisdom, the
first His kingdom. Seek first His kingdom. First His kingdom, His righteousness true. Under His promise, all blessings pursue. Words of the Savior, guiding our days. All things are added in marvelous ways. First His kingdom, His righteousness true. Under His promise, all blessings pursue. Words of the Savior, guiding our days. All things are added in marvelous ways. Never rely on your wisdom alone.
like I never loved you before, but you changed the day you walked out that door. You went and got help while I was in despair. I didn't believe our love was going anywhere. Oh, I'm singing these blues since you've gone away. You found your path, but I'm lost in yesterday. I'm waiting on a sign, maybe just a clue. But until then, I'll keep on singing these blues. You said you wouldn't come back until you got help. Left me here wondering all by myself. Now I'm singing these blues, trying to find my way. But I still don't know if you'll come back someday. Oh, I'm singing these blues since you've gone away. You found your path, but I'm lost in yesterday. I'm waiting on a sign, maybe just a clue. But until then, I'll keep on singing these blues. I loved you like I never loved you before, but you changed the day you walked out that door. You went and got help while I was in despair. I didn't believe our love was going anywhere. Oh, I'm singing these blues since you've gone away. You found your path, but I'm lost in yesterday. I'm waiting on a sign, maybe just a clue. But until then,
as long as a man's attachment to women, even the slightest, is not cut off, his mind remains bound like a calf tied to its mother. Selama keterikatan seseorang pada kenikmatan indriawi belum diputuskan, walaupun hanya sedikit, pikirannya tetap terikat seperti anak sapi yang terikat pada induknya. Kemelekatan sekecil apapun dapat mengikat hati. Kebebasan tumbuh ketika kita belajar melepaskan.
Even the smallest attachment can bind the heart. Freedom grows when we learn to let go. I did not see the love beside me quietly. I look beyond the life we made, but through it all you stayed. I did not know how love could be so patient and so kind to me. While I was learning day by day, you held my hand, you stayed. You stayed, you stayed with a faithful, gentle heart through every season of our lives. You never stood apart. You stayed, you stayed like a gift from God above. And now I thank the Lord for you, for your patient, precious love. You gave me more than words could say, your care in every simple way. Not grand promises, not gold, but a hand for me to hold. God built a family around us. He filled our home with grace. And slowly I began to see His love upon your face. You stayed, you stayed with a faithful, gentle heart through every season of our lives. You never stood apart. gave your hand to me. And after all these years, I know how precious your love has always been. Candles glow softly, the warm lights invite. Ornate tables set perfectly, what a beautiful sight. Laughter fills the air, a welcome so sincere. Linger here a moment, let your heart draw near. Open arms of kindness, every waiter smiles so bright. Taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Kalakalia calls you, joy in every bite. Where the food is heaven and the price feels right. Dutch bitter balance divine, Alfredo fettuccine, every dish a golden sign. Lasagna layered deep with smoky sausage art. Iga bakar fried rice, warming up your heart. Affordable for all, true luxury from the start. Taste the wonder, come and feel the grace. Every flavor tells a story in this cherished place. Kalakalia calls you, joy in every bite. Where the food is heaven and the price feels right. Zupa soup in the air. Every server greets you with exceptional care. Sun cloud mocktails glowing, sendo dawet so sweet. Truffle, olive, ballin' flavors you will wanna meet. Almond butter, coke melting, a dessert so complete. Soft music playing, cushioned seats embrace. Warm and cozy corners, your own private space. From the first hello to the final goodbye, the staff make every moment feel like you can fly. Unforgettable moments shared with those you love. Rum and raisin gelato, sweetness from above. Avocado float that dances on your tongue, nourishing the soul with every song unsung. Taste and see that goodness. Kalakalia,
while the knife stayed in my back. Poured everything out for the ones I refused to lack. Blood don't make a family, that truth hit hard and clean. I chose my own loyal hearts in a world that's mean. They show me I can only trust the reflection in the glass. So I pulled those blades out slow and sharpened them to last. Turned every betrayal into fuel, every wound into drive. Carving straight through the chaos just to feel alive. 10 emotions ripping through me back to back, no relief. Love and rage and emptiness, fighting for belief. I'm barely holding balance, drowning in the noise, but I swallow it all down just to give them all my voice. Still pouring out my everything when I'm running on empty, carrying my chosen family like it's all that's left in me. Family ain't just blood, it's the bond I fought to earn. Stronger than the blaze that tried to make me burn. I isolate when the storm gets too loud to take. Disappear in the silence till my soul stops to shake. No more games, no more blame. I'm cutting all the ties. Use the knives to carve my path and cut apart their lives. 37 years of trauma, cheating, lying, blame. They tried to bury the fighter, but I'm still in the game. 50 more years burning, watch me flip the script. No more playing victim, no more taking their shit. Emotions hit like thunder rolling through my veins. Grief, then fire, then hope driving me insane. When the weight gets too heavy and the voices scream too loud, I shut the whole world out and rebuild inside the cloud. You think it's a competition, you think it's a race. Blood is blood, but jealousy stains. Breaking free from your grip, remove the chains, cut the ties. Burn the bridge! You can't take back all the things you did. Apologies, I'll never forget. I can only trust myself, that's the truth they burned in me. Every hand that held me turned around and buried me. But I'm still here, still pouring out my fight. You can't kill a fire that learned how to ignite. Evil is evil, it does what it wants. Well, guess what? I'm out of your reach, out of your grasp. Watch out. I bite back.
Waiting, how to move through the time, all while staying still, while being still as the time. And as the things roll past you, left and right, leaving you abandoned.
Hard time. The harder doing time is doing time without becoming undone. An anatomy of stillness and temporal flow, the aphorism, waiting. Presents a radical reimagining of a common human experience, usually defined as a passive interval, a void to be filled or a delay to be endured. Waiting is here recast as an active existential discipline. The text suggests that waiting is not the absence of action, but a specific mode of moving through time that requires a profound reconciliation between the self and the temporal medium. The paradox of temporal kinesis. The central tension of the aphorism lies in the paradox of physical stillness paired with temporal movement. In a conventional sense, movement requires a change in spatial coordinates over a duration of time. However, the aphorism suggests a form of moving through that occurs precisely because one is staying still. By remaining physically fixed, the subject ceases to compete with the external world's velocity. The stillness allows the individual to observe the internal mechanics of time. When the body stops, the consciousness is forced to engage with the sheer weight and flow of the present moment. It is a transition from spatial kinesis to temporal kinesis. The subject is no longer traveling through a landscape, but is instead thread traveling through the when, becoming the medium
as the time,
the most philosophically dense portion of the text is the directive to exist.
as the time,
Normally, humans experience time as an external force, a river that carries us along or a clock that dictates our pace. We are subjects in time to move as the time implies a dissolution of the boundary between the observer and the observed to become as the time is to achieve a state of radical presence where the ego's resistance to the passing second vanishes. In this state, the individual does not spend or waste time, they embody it. This reflects a phenomenological shift where the self is no longer a victim of the clock's ticking, but rather the very medium in which the world unfolds. It is a meditative transcendence that transforms, waiting from a state of longing for the future into a state of total immersion in the present. The geometry of abandonment. The conclusion of the aphorism introduces a poignant sense of isolation.
And as the things roll past you, left and right, leaving you abandoned,
The symmetry suggests a world defined by horizontal movement, the frantic lateral rush of pain.
by choosing
To remain still, the individual falls out of the collective rhythm of the world. The left and right movement suggests a peripheral blur where the world is moving too fast to notice the stationary observer. This abandonment is the price of temporal stillness. To be still while the world rushes is to become a ghost in the machine. However, there is a hidden strength in this abandonment. While the world is caught in the momentum of its own rolling, the one who waits gains a perspective of the whole. They are abandoned by the world's noise, but in that silence, they gain the clarity of the witness. Stillness as resistance in the modern age. In a contemporary context, this aphorism serves as a critique of the cult of speed. Modernity equates movement with progress and stillness with stagnation. We are conditioned to fear waiting as a dead zone of unproductivity. Reframing waiting as an intentional act of moving through time challenges this narrative. It suggests that there is a profound depth to be found in the pauses, the ability to stay still and feel the world roll past without being swept up in its frantic current is a form of psychological resilience. To be abandoned by the modern pace is perhaps the only way to truly find oneself. Ultimately, the aphorism waiting teaches that stillness is not a vacuum. It is a dense, active state of being, where the individual, by ceasing to chase the world, finally learns how to inhabit time itself.
Modern and contemporary arts appeared in Europe and America in special cultural and political contexts and societies without others, making them diverse in different schools, trends, and streams. So in the West, you find among the audiences who admire and who oppose it according to its aesthetic ideology and philosophy. The formative movement in Saudi Arabia has not been an exception among the artistic movements in the Arab country in general, where modern arts such as abstraction and later have moved to it, where visitors of the exhibitions are seeing very contemporary artworks, and these works are seen in the growth of quantity and quality within the galleries in Saudi Arabia and Gulf countries and the rest of the Arab countries. What I can describe in lines is that the Saudi artists mostly practice contemporary art as it is outside to the inner square of the local audience without awareness and study of those historical and cultural contexts in which this type of contemporary or modern arts emerged after the two world wars in the 20th century, and the study of Western philosophical thought. This is what created a gap between the artist and the audience in our visual arena, where the artist exhibits his work in halls to spread his idea and artistic message, but he is surprised that it does not reach the audiences, and this problem is repeated with most artists. This is accompanied by a collective opinion of the audience from various members of the society that they do not understand the language of visual art and its current substances, and what it contains: symbols, forms, and visual messages which defame beauty and embellish ugliness, as if they are watching curses and hearing scandals from artists and a bunch of critics and hall owners about these exhibitions and what values it contains, artistic and creative, drawing the features of their contemporary culture. In my view, the above is true and correct. The problem lies in the imitation and inability to transfer such artistic practices from global to local, including philosophical ideas, following a style of superiority to the public and degrading their intellectual and cultural level. What I also notice is that the critics of the contemporary art movements in the West are many. Some of them depending on the historical context of its emergence, the Cold War, the role of the Zionists in managing the art movement, owning galleries, buying and marketing businesses, selling auctions, controlling the media, and buying critics in Europe. For example, the average price of Louis Fontana paintings is $15 million, 55 million rials, according to the study of the website of the art market. Observe it in 2016. I advise you to review what Dr. Zainab Abdulaziz, a professor of art philosophy and beauty science, wrote in her book, The Modern Art Game, which is based on French documents that reveal important pages and events that have been darkened in the creation of contemporary art, and Georgina Adams' book 2017 also, which explains the secrets of the art market. From my personal experience, I admired and inspired some contemporary works of close artists. Later discovered that they got imitated from the experiences of Western artists, and I was surprised by it when I visited exhibitions and museums abroad, and by direct conversation with the artist himself about his philosophy of his work and what it contains. I was amazed by the naivety of the message and the perspective, with the skill and execution, enthusiasm and great attraction towards the contemporary and globalization, as it works in exhibitions of bodies without soulless and identity. Katama, I recommend my fellow artists on the necessity of thinking, contemplating, observing, and developing culture about the philosophy of art and the global cultural movement, to know the historical roots of contemporary arts and analyze its reality, to know its rewards, changes, and steward its future, to make use of their artistic skill and visual creativity to build an artistic experience that the audiences can witness, to have contributed to the formation of their consciousness and the development of the taste and aesthetic sense, creating a positive trend towards art and artists. And the history of art is attested by the emergence of a Saudi Arabian school or artistic movement that deserves studying, contemplating, and transferring from the local to the international.
Please, Lord, guide their steps each day. Rays of your love will light their way. All their hearts are treasures in your hand. You hold them close, forever they'll stand. Every trial, you make them strong. Resting in you, they'll sing your song. Father, I lift them up to you. Over their lives, your grace shines through. Refuge of peace, their hearts you mend. My children safe in love that never ends. You are their strength when storms arise. Closer to you, their greatest prize. Hold them in wisdom, faith and grace. In Jesus' name, amen. Embrace. Lord, protect them wherever they go. Dwell in their hearts, let your mercy show.
religious imagination, John the Baptist is often framed as a rugged ascetic, a proto-hipster of the desert with a taste for wild honey and a penchant for bold fashion choices. We see him through a lens of divine eccentricity, where his wild hair and camel skin robes are stylistic markers of holiness. But what if the historical reality was far more jarring? What if John was not merely eccentric, but genuinely clinically mad? A man possessed of a defect of the mind that was as alienating as it was unmarketable. To view John the Baptist as truly crazy and hated is to confront the uncomfortable border where holiness meets pathology. Historically, the distinction between a prophet and a lunatic has often depended on the utility of their message to the status quo or their ability to command a following. However, the perspective that John suffered from a true defect, one that was not adorable, romanticized, or genius adjacent, strips away the stained glass veneer. It forces us to reckon with the raw, abrasive nature of a human being who was denied by his society, not because he was too holy, but because he was fundamentally wrong in the eyes of his peers. There is a profound difference between glamorous mental differences and raw defects. Modern culture has developed a soft spot for the musical prodigy or the brilliant but tortured scientist. We tolerate and even celebrate neurodivergence when it produces a high-yield output, a symphony, breakthrough formula, or a disruptive tech company. This is productive madness. In contrast, the true defect, the disjointed, socially repellent, and non-lucrative mental instability is met with visceral exclusion. If John the Baptist was screaming in the wilderness, not out of a calculated rhetorical strategy, but because of a mind that could not find peace, he becomes a figure of profound isolation rather than a religious icon. When we sanitize historical figures, we commit a subtle act of violence against their lived experience by turning John's potential mental struggles into a prophetic aesthetic. We ignore the crushing weight of his alienation. A man who lives in the desert eating bugs is rarely a person who is finding themselves. More often, they are someone whom society has failed or who has found the social contract impossible to navigate. When we ignore the possibility of his madness, we lose the most radical aspect of his story, that the most marginalized, defective members of society can be the conduits for the most transformative truths. If the voice crying in the wilderness belonged to a man whom everyone genuinely hated for his instability, the message itself becomes a testament to the power of the unacceptable outlier. Has searing relevance today. Our society claims to be more inclusive of the outlier, yet our empathy is still largely conditional. We create space for the quirky individual who fits a marketable trope, but we continue to push the crazy and hated to the periphery. The person on the street corner whose defect of the mind manifests as agitation or social discord is not seen as a potential prophet. They are seen as a nuisance to be managed or moved out of sight. By reclaiming the madness of John the Baptist, we challenge the hierarchy of human value that prioritizes productive minds over broken ones. It forces us to ask, would we have listened to the Baptist, or would we have crossed the street? If truth comes through a vessel that is truly defective, lacking the adorability of the romanticized genius, do we have the capacity to hear it? Recognizing the crazy and the holy suggests that the greatest insights often come not from those who have mastered the world, but from those whose very existence is a rejection of it, whether by choice or by the cruel necessity of a mind they cannot control. In the end, the defect of the Baptist may not have been a flaw in his mission, but the very thing that allowed him to see what the sane world was too comfortable to notice.
tower down. They just renamed the wind. They took the howl out of the wolf and made it safe to spin. They didn't ban your questions, just made the answers thin. Then handed you a script to read and told you truth begins within. They paved the roads with promises and billboards full of light. They told you that your pain was wrong, your anger impolite. They didn't steal your memories, they made you doubt your side, then thanked you for your loyalty as you vanished overnight. The word came first, and then the rule. They built a school to make you cool, then clipped your tongue and trained your thought until you said what you were taught. No, no cage, no cell, no chains, no scream, just fewer colors in your dream. No violence here, just grammar games, until your prayers all sounded the same. They didn't break the poets' hands, they paid them to write safe, turning rebels into hosts of shows and risking to escape. They offered peace in sterile rooms and masked for every face, and called it growth when no one moved, and called it grace when we obeyed. You'll find no blood beneath the screen, no echo in the phrase, just narrowed hearts and lowercase gods and all the saints replaced. And still we say it isn't war, because the streets are clean, but war was never bullet shaped. It started in a dream. The word came first, and then the chains. The rest was ink, the rest was games. They made the scream a metaphor and told you not to feel it more. No flags, no guns, no marching feet, just empty eyes and endless screens. And every thought you once believed now sits behind a loading screen. So whisper loud while you still can, say something they won't understand. And if your voice begins to shake, it